Alright, here's a StarCraft 2 video. This is the new patch, I think it's 3.11. So a few new things. One, they've redone some masteries, and this one actually has me wondering. Previously, we would have chosen between Alarak attack damage and combat unit attack speed, and the answer seemed to be pretty simple, right? For me at least. Like, if you're going to an Ascendant build, you go with the attack damage, because you don't care about the attack speed. If you're going with the Wrathwalker build, I still generally went with the attack damage, because that allowed Alarak to solo more stuff before he needed the Wrathwalkers and such out. But now we have a choice between Alarak attack damage and Chrono Boost efficiency, which is kind of an economy question, right? It's saying you can get your economy working better and faster and research stuff faster, or your Alarak can be stronger. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, but this actually has me thinking. And then down here, of course, we have structure overcharge speed and attack speed versus combat unit attack speed, which again is now actually potentially a serious question. If you can use overcharges a lot, and I like to use overcharges a lot, this overcharge is still great, and that's one of my favorite things about Alarak. But 15% more DPS for his actual army is also very tempting. And depending upon who you're playing with, right? If you're playing a defensive mission with Carracks or something with lots of structures, and you know that can be very useful. If you have an Kerrigan doing Omega Worms or Stukovs, you know, running buildings around for you to overcharge, all that makes the overcharge better. But I don't know. This actually has me wondering. Anyway, we're going to try this new mission, Dead of Night, on Brutal. I've never done this before. I have no idea what's coming, except the fact that there's zombies you have to kill, so hopefully we don't lose terribly, but it could happen, because like I said, I literally have no idea what I'm doing, besides it's basically Left 4 Dead, or Left 4 Dead 2, in space. There's a Kerrigan. If the Kerrigan actually goes Omega Worms, I can overcharge those. Because the structure overcharges are literally doing over 100 DPS while active. It's kind of like, I guess it kind of feels like saying the attack speed for the army overall is consistent damage at all times. The structure overcharge is a better oh shit moment button. So during the day, destroy the infested structures. At night, defend against the infested onslaught. Presumably, like, you've only a certain number of nights before the undead onslaught becomes too painful. I mean, that's also another thing we can use our structure overcharge for, right? At night, we use it to help defend against the incoming enemy attacks. Carrack seems that he'd be really good at this for the night stuff, right? So would Swan. Airlock just has basic photon cannons, though, in terms of static defense, so that's going to be less than impressive. Part of this feels like it's going to depend upon how many entrances he has to defend. If Alarak only has to defend one entrance, then his army can do that quite well. If he has to defend more than one, then we might need to be calling in structure overcharges or have to split our army a lot more. That's always kind of awkward, because Robo is very dependent upon positioning, and Ascendants are very dependent upon having supplicants to eat up, right? And you don't want to spam too many abilities with one Ascendant, you know, for your Ascendants, and have Ascendants from the other side of the map go over there. So you have to select different groups, and it gets a lot more complicated. Not impossible. But why is this taking so long? Alarak Ascendants seem that they'd probably be very good against the infested onslaught, but they'll also be really bad at destroying the infested structures. So I'm going to try going what I prefer, which is Robo Alarak. Which means we have Alarak, Supplicants, Havocs, and Wrathwalkers. That's one of the reasons I like Alarak, because there are very, very few commanders who actually have 4 unique units, each with their own specified role. Actually, I'm not sure, that are actually used in a build. I mean, even Nova does that primarily because she has to, I think, not because she necessarily wants to. So do we get a second one? I don't know.
Finally, some backup. Look, I need to get rid of this infestation before it spreads to the rest of the planet. The infested come out at night, but they can't survive the daylight. Use that time to take out their structures.
Sorry, I'm a bit late on some of this stuff because I'm trying to figure out if we might have... Oh, I see. We get three geysers and we get extra large mineral patch. Okay. So it's not as good as an expansion, but it is higher than average, I suppose. Okay, if that's the case then, let's fire this all up. So it's 50% more gas, but it's only like 20% more minerals or something. It's interesting. So at 3:30 the first knight hits. You can use Overcharge to buy us time till Alaric comes out, and presumably he can hold out until after that. That's the hope. I'm not really worried about having any units out for good, because Alaric can solo just fine. Supplicants Jin will just get themselves killed.
Over, which means the infested are going to come for us soon.
Where are they going to come from? I guess maybe to the south? Because that doesn't have anything blocked off. I guess it's probably going to get... Then later on we'll have to worry about those other entrances. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen.
That's the last of the sunlight. Our defenses have to hold until the night is over.
There they come. Oh, that's bad.
Hunterlings. Those things move fast, and they can jump up cliffs.
How shall we serve? So goes the chain of ascension.
I'm going to be trying to be kind of aggressive here.
Sure you want to do that at night, commanders? The infested will be here any minute.
Enter combat without you. Only because I will. Your enemy strikes in a pile. Knife blades at the enemy. Do not waste my time. As I desire.
Oh, there's hybrids out here.
Like the hustle. But I'd advise against it, commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime.
Easier, schmeezier. Darth Alaric demands your souls.
Allies have entered combat without you.
This is getting kind of bad though. He didn't quite make it.
My structures would more than you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
So that'll hold off everything just fine. That sounded bad.
The
Hunterling
night's almost
infamous.
over. We'll be safe to move out again in the daytime.
I hate to burn that bow.
Try to stay out of my way. Only as I. Your allies have entered.
Okay, commanders. We need to destroy enough structures today to stay ahead of the infestation. I've already marked a few for you.
Knife blades have met the enemy.
Get all
There's
these
still a lot of
upgrades going.
infestation left, but we'll get every last bit of it.
So we've definitely seen huntlings like to spawn over there. So that's bad. Because I need Kerrigan to kill something, basically. Oops. You know what? Screw it. Go wipe shit out.
Sending you the coordinates for more structures.
Without you.
It's nighttime.
We're in for a rough night, but I know
So we have more coming from over there, it looks
Don't
like.
get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
So I guess we need to defend that, so that could use a few photon cannons.
As I, your allies have entered combat without you. Your research has concluded. Your allies have entered combat without you. Speak now. Must I compensate your allies have entered combat without you?
Yeah, we're definitely running. It's funny, now we actually have more gas than we can use, right?
The infested are trying to break through one of our barricades.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Your workers must gather more numbers. Your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
Beware of those chokers. They'll stun and kill your forces after pulling them in.
Your allies have entered combat. Your
Yeah, they can't even stun hero units.
without you. Your allies have entered combat without you. Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
Looks like Amon wants a piece of us too. Get those defenses in place.
Allies have entered combat without you.
It's time to assimilate some resources.
Don't give up, commanders. This nightmare is about to end.
Okay, this nightmare's about to end.
Your allies
Like
have
to
entered
hustle,
combat.
but I advise against it, commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures in the daytime. Sunrise, that's our cue to move. We won't have enough time later if we destroy too few structures today.
Your allies have
Detecting more structures at this location.
And some photon cannons on.
I am as strong as any army. Your allies have entered combat without you. I detect a new large foes, such a cruel weapon. Must I compensate for your weakness?
Well, they're close. Better need more pylons, so...
Your allies
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
I just want the speed here. Another nuke? You guys are annoying.
Of course, your allies have entered combat.
What I'm really going to need to do is put defenses up there.
Allies have entered combat without you.
About half of the infestation has been cleared out. Don't give up. We're not done yet, Commanders. Here's some more structures to burn out.
My blades have met the enemy. Do not waste my time, as I will it.
Don't go out too far. There isn't much time left in the day.
Your allies have entered combat without you, as I desire.
I think that's all over there, so we're going to retreat back in.
Of course
I knew the infestation was bad. This is crazy. Hold them off. I'm detecting a biophage. Thinking it could prevent future infestations, but we'll have to attack it at night. You have until sunrise to attack the virophage. If you can't kill it now, you can come back to it tomorrow night.
without you. Only your allies have entered combat without you. Your allies have entered combat without you.
A barricade is under attack.
Your allies have entered combat.
You just saved me a lot of trouble, Commanders. I was gonna send a crew to exterminate that thing after this mission. I'm seeing the infested gather at one of the barricades.
Oh, so they are going to come from the other side. These bastards.
Your next is under assault.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested, this planet will be lost.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
Looks like I might have gone a bit overkill on that,
Your
though.
allies
How
have
did Alaric die? Where was he?
You have 2 feet.
I lost track of him, I'll admit.
Your allies have entered combat without you. Upgrade complete. Your nexus point is under assault. Your upgrade is ready for use. Your allies have entered combat without you.
Stank incoming.
Your allies have entered combat. Finally. Even my structures put up more nexus is under assault.
Bye-bye.
Allies have entered combat without you.
I'm having serious issues with supply here.
Amon's supporting the infested with his own forces. It's gonna be a long night.
Your allies have entered combat without you.
We can do this, Commanders. It's almost sunrise.
This seems to have been pretty easy. Alright, looks good, boys. I don't need to... Nothing's gonna do anything in the next 10 seconds. Excuse me.
Looks like we can find additional structures here. The infestation is almost gone, but we need to get the rest of it for this to work.
time with the fleet. I was hoping to warp back to the Kerrigan, but hopefully Kerrigan can clean up down there. We should finish this regardless, though.
Your allies have entered combat without you. You must construct it. Your allies have entered combat without you.
That's the last of it. The planet's saved, Commanders, and we have you to thank.
Well, there we go. We win. Let's see the stats. I got more infested structures, yay. Alright, not bad. There you go, Dead of Night.